Right, so here is a control box for a German, what I think is a radar system. It's called FM 15000. It's funny because it's almost impossible to find any sort of information about the system on the internet. However, there is a seller on eBay which sells expansion boxes, well, option boxes for the system, but you can't really find a base unit, so these are pretty much useless. Though they are pretty cheap and very nice, so let's take a look, shall we? Starting off here, we have a rather strange jack with a lot of little pins in it. That's the type of connector used by the FM 15000 system. These are basically unobtainium, at least the receptacles, so it's a bit of a shame. And we have a toggle switch, which appears to be for this buzzer here. We have a couple of rotary switches down here and another toggle. And up here we have what seems to be sort of a flow chart, well, block diagram display sort of thing with a little 2-digit bubble display there. And we have more rotary switches. These are extremely nice. It's just amazing. This here appears to be a moisture indicator. And here is a standard, well, sort of standard military jack that I can't really remember the name of right now. It's got these rubber bumpers on it. All of the boxes for the FM 15000 system have these rubber bumpers and these handles on the front. And they also have these little pegs on the top and bottom to be able to stack them. There are also little grip, well, notch things there, so you can clamp them down into a proper metal mount if you want to. So, well, let's take a look inside, shall we? I think we'll start from the back because it feels easier. I have no idea what to expect in here, so we will see, I hope. Well, I guess. Oh, that was easy. These are not actually in that hard, which is odd. I have no idea if this has been opened previously. It probably has. Not by me, at least, so could be that it was opened after it was taken out of use and it was never torqued properly. Oh, okay. There we go. Nice gasket. Very, very nice gasket. Oh, that's so nice. It's a mix of... It's a rubber gasket with a steel braid inside, so that's actually a conductive gasket. That's a good, very nice touch. So in here we seem to have sort of a card cage, I suppose. What does it say? It says something in German that I can't read. It's made by Siemens, at least. It has an RX/U8, so I suppose this is some sort of thing for the receiver side then. Seem to have some Allen screws down there. Take those out. Luckily that I prepared with my little kit. I have no idea how to get this out though, but I suppose, well, I presume that there is some sort of multi-connector or some sort of cardage connector down on the bottom. Right, so, well, I suppose we just try to pull it out. Oh, yep, seem to have some sort of cardage thing here. Oh, yep, there we go. Ooh, got Euro plugs, that's nice. So let's take a look at this first. We have 6 modules in here with various things. We seem to have decoders, a couple of them. Some sort of Doppler, well, some sort of, what's the word? Well, reflected signal thingamadoodad. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, let's take them out and see. I have a smaller bit for that. Supposedly ESD sensitive. Oh, and you're supposed to have sort of a tool to rip these out with. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on then. They are actually spot welded together. That sucks. Or maybe it's possible to undo these two screws. But if it's this tedious, I'm not gonna take all of them apart, I don't think. We seem to have two of each, so... Let's see... Oh, there's a lot of ICs in there and some transistors. Well, that's annoying. Oh, okay, I see. There we go, got a bunch of ceramic ICs in here. A lot of Motorola, it's a lot of MC14028. Let's see if we can focus on those. I don't know what they are, but if anyone wants to Google, please do so and post it in the comments below. Interesting. So let's take... Oh, okay. Each side have 3 of the same, well, matching modules, so let's just take one side apart then, I guess. I really want the smaller screwdriver for this. Excuse me that you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just undoing a couple of screws, so it's not that very exciting. Well, I'm attempting to remove a couple of screws. Let's see. There we go. Marvelous. Oh, hello. Bit fewer ICs in here. Got a few MC14042. I suppose that's more Motorola's equivalent to basically 74 series logic. I'm not sure actually. It's nice board quality. It's kind of a thick PCB actually. All tin plated. Everything made by Siemens. There's a lot more electronics in here than I expected it to be. I expected it to be basically a box with knobs and things. And just a couple of jacks. It seems to have some brains to it. Oh, it actually says... There. This is a message decoder. Well, it says on one of the modules what it is in English. Oh, and get some nice reader relays in here. Well, let's see if we can focus on that. You can pause there if you want to look the ICs up. Here's some read relays here. It looks like an option jumper. And a lot of various ICs again, mostly Motorola. Seems to have 84 state stamp, 85, 83. I'll say it's made in the mid 80s sometime. Okay, that's basically that, and that's just a ground plane. It's a back plane with most of the traces running in parallel by the looks, and a lot of crisscross. That's a nice PCB right there. Check that out. Okay, so let's have a look in the box. That's not actually very exciting at all. That's a lot of flex PCB, and looks to have a TO3 package here, so that's likely a voltage regulator. You got very nice rotary switches, and yeah, can pull this what appears to be a display out and see how that is. I don't know. It's probably a lot of LEDs. I suppose it is. Just a panel with LEDs that shine through the print. It's a very, very nice box, I have to say that. It's very nice and modular. You can give the Germans that for building this like it is. Okay, let's see if I can yank that out. Oh yeah, check that out. Oh yep, that's a lot of LEDs. And actually a 4-digit bubble display, but they're only using 2 digits. Check that out. That's neat. Looks like something from 70s sci-fi. And check out that display casting right there. That's just lovely. That looks amazing. Normally you expect that bit to be like plastic and not cast alloy. But that's just cool. Whoops. But yeah, that's basically what this thing contains. It's a lot of ICs on board that do decoding and things, and an LED panel and some switches, and a rather substantial buzzer. Yeah. You may hate me for this, but I'm actually gonna take this apart and reuse the box because it's useless as it is, and it's just freaking cool. And as with most German military radio equipment and test gear, it's not rare. You can buy these if you wanna. There are many, many of them, so that's cool. But yeah, that's it. It's just a little quick teardown of it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!